Is this thing on?
Well, how's it going? We're back for season 2. Well, how's it going? Well, how's it going? I am. That was a terrible start. I apologise.
How's it going? Welcome back.
Well, how's it going?
Thanks.
That was terrible. That was so bad. Well, how's it going? Well, how's it going?
Well, how's it going? I'm not Ben, I'm Christian. I'm doing the intro.
Well, how's it going? Well, how's it going?
How's it going? We're back. Season 2.
That was good too. That was actually good. Well, how's it going? My name's Ben Spiteri and I am here with Christian Karamanich, Madison Phipps, and our very special guest for the day, Jarrad Hannan.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
We've got him from behind the camera to in front of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is a surreal.
Clever.
It's a surreal experience. It's kind of it's unnatural.
I thought it was really good.
Having a bit of laugh at that because Madison preempted that line before we started.
I expected it with like a little bit more suspense.
It was so
Oh,
much.
sorry.
It was so much. It was so much pre-recording build up to that. It's kind of underwhelming now.
Oh, sorry, guys. I've let everyone down.
No, that's
here.
all right.
I'm still here. It's okay.
Jared's pretty happy. We're good.
Well, the focus of today's episode is obviously Jarrad. So we'll kick us off. These two aren't starting anything, so I guess I'll just lead out of the way. But
We've established you're the intro guy. I don't really know what you want from us.
I'm just the guy at all times. But anyway, on to you, Jarrad, our very special guest. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Can't get my words out to kick us off, but yeah.
A little bit about me.
Yeah.
All right.
Plug yourself.
I'll
Yes.
plug myself. So
I think the
I
biggest
am
question
Jarrad.
first is why are you here? What do you do that's relevant to
I have
our
been-
podcast? That's
well
probably
done.
the best way to start.
I've been dragged. No, I
Yeah.
mean, so we're going to be talking about photography and marketing within real estate. So essentially, I am a photographer, videographer. I have my own business, Create, Innovate, Visualize, or CIV. And yeah, I specialize in real estate content, going out and doing some other things for businesses. But yeah, I'm usually behind the camera, so it's kind of weird being
As Maddie said,
in
now he's
front of the camera. Yeah, we'll plug it
Look,
again.
it's-
Come on, like.
it's still stuck, so
So diving into a little bit more about you,
Yes.
though, where are you originally from? School?
Primary school was St. Columbkille's.
same.
Yeah, and then
We
high
spoke about
school.
this, I think. We
Yeah,
spoke
yeah.
about this.
Yeah, we did. We did. You can act shocked. It's a good dramatic effect.
She'll be shocked every time you tell her from now on. Too.
Oh, man, I'm
She'll
sorry.
forget again by the next time you see her.
I'm all for
But I
it.
don't think we worked out like what year difference.
No. So I left. Oh my god, when did I leave primary school? I did graduate primary school. I think
That's good.
2008.
Okay, see, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
2010.
Yeah, so we're like, there's a 2-year age
Yeah.
gap, but I started early. So
Same. So
She started. I
was-
thought you started late.
no, I repeated.
Oh. What
Wow.
year?
Wow.
Yeah, what year?
I
That's
I was
the-
really
that's the
young
big
when I
question.
started.
Yeah,
Really
when
young.
did you repeat?
You won.
That's all right.
Yes.
At least you don't
Still
remember much of
developing.
it.
Not
Yeah,
you six.
yeah,
We
you
can't
won.
make fun of that, unfortunately.
But yeah,
can.
from then went to Holy Spirit
Yeah.
in Belambia and all
Shout
that
out.
stuff.
I
I
Represent
think
there.
you're like the 5th person that we've had on that went to Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember each other from school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to play PlayStation.
Yeah.
together.
Oh.
yeah, it's crazy. It's like what, 12 years,
Yeah.
13 years.
So Jared,
That's crazy.
Jared was the year above us. We've
So
established.
you
He
were
was-
Macaulay's year, my brother-in-law then.
Yes.
Yeah,
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 okay,
Macaulay,
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Jared was
My brother's year too, so that was
extremely
my
good
brother's year as well.
at
Oh.
college. Jared was like an absolute
Yeah.
machine on college.
I did hear rumors
Yeah.
about you back in the day. I never had the pleasure of playing with you.
Yeah. I was in a little professional gaming thing for a bit,
Yeah.
but I never got paid because I was
If-
underage.
Oh.
So
Christian's still playing, so if you want to jump on with a
Why?
game. So if you guys want to play with each other, oh,
Back in the day, if you were ever in Jared's
Oh,
lobby,
sorry.
you were killing it.
Yeah.
To be fair, me and Dom, we've gotten old now, so when we game, it's not the fast paced stuff
No.
like COD anymore.
dude, I see some stuff and I'm like, my brain can't even comprehend
Nah,
this stuff
man.
anymore.
It's not what
it's
it
crazy.
was. We
But-
didn't get old. It's gaming.
The
Is
game's
just
got
not
quicker.
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it got quicker.
We also did get a bit
Leave the
old.
game before the game leaves you. You know.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so from high school, studied at TAFE, some cameras, animation, all that. First gig out of that was I was actually working at the Win TV network. So doing a lot of TV broadcasting, directing news, writing script, camera work, promotion, producing. So that is where my foundation of my skill set actually came from, which is pretty exciting. After that, around COVID time, I started doing some real estate content kind of thing. So senior content creator for 4.5 years with another agency around here. And yeah, that got to a point where I felt like my growth could go further than what that was. And the next step was forming my own business, which I didn't have any plans on doing ever, kind of thing. I feel like it was something that just at the right moment it fell into place. And I thought it would have been like, a checklist about that big. But after I committed, it grew and grew and
Yeah.
grew. And,
Mhm.
learning everything about running a business from all the statistical side of things to your client relations, your style, like why do people
Yeah.
want to use you, if that makes sense. There's a lot of people like me out there, but yeah, forming your own brand, I think is,
Identity.
your
Yeah.
identity is very, very important kind of thing. I feel like in today's day and age, there's a lot of copy paste kind of thing where,
A lot in
you
your
know,
industry, I'd probably say as well.
Yeah.
Like, obviously not being in it, but being associated with it, you
Yeah.
do see a lot of, hey, this person's doing this, and then a lot of people do the same thing,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and try not to break away from what's
Yes.
trending and stuff at the time.
Correct. Like I've seen, like, I've got my own certain style. I've seen very similar work. I take it as more, it's just inspiration and all that stuff, which is good. Like you always have to learn from somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially as you said in today's day and age where trends are very, very quick,
Yeah.
content moves very, very quick. And if you're not very noticeable in that, you kind of get lost in the
Yeah.
smoke a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's a little rundown of myself, which is pretty good. Still got color in my hair, which is nice. No grays yet. So
If you're running your business, I don't know how long that'll last.
Yeah.
it's been under a year, so I think they're coming through on the sides a bit, but
When
Coloring is easy to do as long as you don't have to take a trip to Turkey anytime soon.
with this head, I think I'll be fine.
you look pretty strong. When was it in high school, primary school, that you decided that that was what you wanted to do?
I'd say closer to high school,
Yeah.
but looking back on it, I'd say my interest in cameras was, from an earlier age. I'd say not in a traditional sense. It was more looking at like photo albums and memories and how camera captures moments in time, if that
Yeah.
makes sense, without sounding super cheesy. The technical side of it to me is in the fairies. Not my thing, but yeah, I'd say from there, then went into interest in cinematography and photography in the automotive and real estate industry, like capturing houses, how to give emotion to things that don't give you emotion back, if that makes sense. And I think that's, how do you say it? A very important thing with photography into real estate is you're shooting a white box. How do you make a white box have emotion kind of thing? So
Yeah.
I don't know how to end that. I do.
No,
No,
that was
it's
really
good. Really good
Like,
answer.
Great
why,
answer,
I guess, real estate? What sort of drew you to that?
Oh,
Don't say money.
Throw
not a generic answer. No.
You can say money. I understand.
No. It's really weird. So my interest in real estate started from year 7. So like when we went into high school, they did a thing where it was like careers, like what career do you want to, you're interested in? I don't know.
So I'm
It's
gonna
like
bunch
12,
you.
like an
right?
Could you imagine Ben and Maddie rocking up to your school's career day when you're in year 7?
Yeah.
Imagine it's just Ben walking in saying, "Yeah, I'm a
Ben
real
was in a
estate
suit
agent."
back in the day.
Everyone would run.
Sorry,
But like it was back then, like I think that's when my real estate interest started. I remember collecting the little pamphlets you get in your mailbox from all the agencies around here. And looking back on that, it was more for the visual aspect, seeing the photos on there, seeing how, it went.
Glad to see someone doesn't just throw
Yeah,
it
it
in the
doesn't
bin.
throw it down.
I keep. I see properties that I capture, and that little pamphlet comes in, and I just kind of keep it in a little
Aw,
box because it's pretty cool to see. But yeah, I'd say from then that's when it sparked. I don't think I ever touched into it until maybe 2019, 2020 kind of thing, where I knew you could make a career out of it
Mhm.
and all that stuff. And then yeah, ever since then it's just kind of grown up. The real estate market has boomed, so I think I joined in at a pretty
Perfect
good
time.
time where you can make consistent work out of it. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see where it started. It's exciting to see the content in the industry from where it's been to now to where it will be in the future and all that. And I think this will be like my main focus moving forward. So it's really good.
So real estate photography is sort of like in cinematography is your bread and butter, mainly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I love interior design, if that's from a living aspect or a photography aspect and all that. So merging those two things together just makes sense. If you're not passionate about something you're photographing, it's going to show through your work, kind of thing. With the real estate aspect, yes, you can create beautiful imagery that gets put towards your clients and the client's clientele, which I think is quite exciting. What was the question? Sorry, let's repeat that one. What the hell was that?
The red light really got in.
The red light. I looked at it. I was just like, where am I?
You were just saying about bread and butter, weren't you?
I just wanted
It
to
is
know,
my
like,
bread and
in
butter,
terms of,
yes.
I guess, look, you'll come to learn with this podcast. I'm very, very direct with my lines of questioning. No, it's more just I just sort of want to know more the ins and outs of what you actually do sort of day to day. So the main thing for you is real estate photography.
Mhm.
You do dabble in a little bit of other
I do.
stuff.
Yeah, so did some content creation yesterday for a wellness center down in Kiama, which is really nice. Done some work up in Piedmont for Mervac, which is pretty good. On set with Better Homes and Gardens, so going back into
That's a cool
TV,
one.
That's
which is
That's
nice.
cool.
And then this year as well, I will be expanding into another area. I'm just kind of concreting it down before we announce it, if that makes sense. But
Oh,
yeah,
look at
real
this.
estate will be as you said, the bread and butter.
We're getting sneak peek previews on our podcast now. Look at this.
Yeah, stay tuned
Bit
for
of,
that.
bit of mystery.
That'll
I
be
like
coming
it.
pretty soon, but
I like it.
it is the bread and butter. It's
Yeah.
where my passion is. So I don't think it will ever go away.
Cool.
How do you feel property marketing has changed since you started in the industry?
Huge, like massively. From a content standpoint, professional photography was always there in the property marketing area, but over the last 4, 5, 6 years, it has become the staple of marketing. There is so much competition out there between agencies and agents that you
having that
really
point of difference.
exactly right. You
gotta
need
stand
to
out.
stand out.
Yeah,
It's
got to be like what's the guy's name? What's his name? Oh, Jason Ballo. Is that his name? This is what $2 million buys you in Sydney.
Yeah.
He stands out.
He
Well,
does stand
right.
out.
He's memorable.
He makes a lot of money doing that.
He's
all about your
memorable, man. Like,
hooks.
he
If you're
works.
doing, your TikToks and Instagram reels, it's all about hooks. But if it's for your actual listings and all that stuff, you could go on a real estate ad and look at photos from 2025 compared to 2012. And there's a massive difference in the quality.
Like agents were just doing it on their like little digicams.
Yeah.
As we were
That
saying
was
before.
honestly my next question. How important are professional photos when selling a property? Because
Massive.
yeah, you're right. You go back 10 years ago.
And they
they're
were
just
in the
mobile
mirrors. Like I
photos.
see some, and the agents were in the bathroom mirrors with the flash, like taking a bathroom selfie, and it was like put through online.
Yeah, it's very questionable how it was back then. I don't know why it wasn't a thing back then, but
I just think people bought things out of necessity. Like it wasn't I'm actually going to fall in love with this and then buy it because of that.
Back then as well, like social media wasn't as big as it was now.
Well,
that
even the
polished
internet
look.
was. If you go back as far as 2010, you weren't really jumping on realestate.com as much. You were walking down to the agency and you're getting a booklet.
Correct.
Even
absolutely.
when I started in sales, I don't even think having a property video was even, it was like you would do it on your big listings, but it wasn't something you did for like everything.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You know what we should do? We should do a segment where we compare professional listings with professional photography with like yellow bricks and people doing it themselves.
Purple bricks, not yellow bricks.
I don't know, man. Something like
Yellow Brick Road.
whatever that site is where people
Yellow
sit
Brick
around.
Road.
Honestly, I feel like even the people that use your own agent or that you're your own agent ones and they list on realestate.com, they still use
get professional.
Do they?
photographers
I don't know.
these days.
I've never had any experience with purple bricks. I have no idea.
I want to try and go back like through the files and see if
I want to
can
find old photos of agents taking mirror selfies and saying, this is the bathroom.
It's really when they're not renovated and it's the same product, that's when you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
You put oranges and oranges together.
Even when you go on realestate.com and find a property that was sold like many, many years ago and you keep going, you can actually see what the old listing photos were.
I see it on Catalia and RP Data.
Oh, yeah.
RP
Well,
Data
it's on realestate.com also.
Yeah.
God, it turns me off some properties. Hey, like you just went that little bit too far.
Yeah.
No, that's right. Dom, what did you have to say?
Poor Dom, he wants to weigh in.
Special guest.
He doesn't have his microphone. He can't weigh in. So Dom noticed that when he bought his house versus when he rented it out 3 months later, they can't hear. I've got to relay. The photos are very different. Poor Dom, he's got no microphone. We've got to buy another microphone so he can weigh in.
Yes,
Give him a little headset piece.
Dom's been really shafted lately. We've removed his production setup. He's now got a camping table.
Sorry. Unfortunately, that's all you get.
You've got a scotch.
The production budget is not high.
No.
Nick.
No. Anyway,
Anywho,
back to the main in your opinion, how much impact can good visuals have on the final sale price?
Makes or breaks. It is a big difference. Now,
It's getting people through the doors. Your first impression before you
Exactly
get
right.
there.
A lot of the time,
It's like Tinder for properties. That first photo.
in a way, it's you're trying to find a marriage, which is kind of what it is. But I feel like it makes a massive difference. A lot of people are, if it's on the phone or their laptops and all that stuff, are judging properties before they even go there. They're either put off it where something just I don't like that, or they have an emotional connection to how do you say, emotional connection through the photos. That's then making them go to the open homes, getting into contact with you guys, negotiations start from there, and then if it works together, it makes a difference. There's been a lot of times where I've been called in for a reshoot because the photos previously aren't getting the numbers through for the open home and all that. And then once you actually go in and do a refresh look, more professional aspect, actually understand how the property works for one and how people are going to be living in it, then you see those numbers start coming through.
I can attest to that because you definitely go in or you see some of the work that you do in comparison to other things that are on the market, and it's not like you said, you're trying to sell a white box.
It's like a magazine compared to
you're creating emotion before people walk in the door. Like, our job is to create competitive tension and get people to offer more than they originally intended to.
Exactly.
And your job is to get them to do that before they've already come into the property. So
it's the way I look at it. It's you're working in like a partnership, if that makes sense. If my job is successful and that's getting people to talk to you guys, then it's a thumbs up kind of thing. If I feel like the hardest thing, with real estate photography, where if people that are just getting into it is actually finding how to get the emotion out of an object that is just still. So it is extremely important.
Yeah, and I think being passionate about it too. I think you look at the work you do and working beside you, you're actually passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
I am.
And you know what you're doing in the sense, not saying other people don't know what they're doing, but, I've been to shoots before and it's like, what do you want me to shoot? It's like, well, that's, it's not saying it's not my job, but at the same time, you're
to do
exactly
it.
right. You have a better idea of
what's
we
going to
should
look
really
good.
shoot. Yes, maybe I want to look at something like this, but you're the expert in that situation, and you
100%.
go in and you just smash it out, and the product's always fantastic.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Look, this is like blowing smoke up my ass.
Glaze the man.
Well, we talk positive about Madison and I, but Kristian does some dodgy loans every now and then. So
If I don't do it, someone else will. I don't know. I'm joking. It's all above board. Don't look at me like that.
You're on the board, aren't you?
I'm on a board.
a bit of behind the scenes stuff.
Good subject change. Thank you for that.
I'm saving it here. What actually goes into a shoot that most people probably wouldn't realize?
Oh, as much as it's, taking photos and all that, it's a very mental part of the job as well. Like you're walking into a home for the first time, you have no idea how the floor plan is, you have no idea how the lighting is.
I don't even think about that actually.
And
it's so true. We've appraised it. We've been there.
Right. So like for our shoots and all that, when we've walked in, first time I'm seeing the house, I need to inspect the house first to see how every room is going to flow, if it's a material aspect, if it's colors, lighting, all that sort of stuff. It's then capturing the home in a way where I believe that people are going to look at it.
Perceive it.
Exactly right. Yeah. And actually get there and experience the home because
you're laughing.
I'm laughing at Dom's battling flies over there. I just heard a slap.
Oh, not the spider.
Oh, no.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to distract everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Jarrad said he was really uncomfortable with spiders, so I released him just before we started
No, I don't see
recording.
I just heard a slap and I look over and Dom's just slapping the back of his head. Anyway, sorry. My bad. As you can tell, my attention span is really strong tonight.
Pay attention. No.
Trying, man.
No. But yeah, it's basically piecing all that stuff together where you can look at photos online and know when a photographer has understood the house because they flow together, or when someone's just taken a photo and another photo and another photo. So, yeah.
You like to write a story.
100%. It's all a novel, just a visual novel.
I mean, following on from that, I've got a question outside of Ben's predetermined.
That's okay. You jump in.
Is that okay?
Shoot away.
Is that okay?
I'm ready.
Thank you, Ben.
Bit scared, but I'm ready.
No, I just look I've seen it with people. I'm going through it now currently personally with my own family too, where, in terms of selling a property, and people have this really full on expectation of when you're selling a property, we've got to declutter. We've got to move this here and there. We've got to set everything up. It's kind of like, well, how intent should people go with that? Because I mean, realistically, like if you've got some boxes in the garage that are look a little bit cluttered, is it really going to impact
The garage
that
doesn't matter.
drastically?
Garage.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
within reason, obviously, if your house is a fucking bomb, like
Then
yeah,
it
obviously
needs
clean,
work.
Presentation is
clean your fucking
everything at the end
house,
of the
right?
day.
But like
If
within reason, yeah. So in the
Yes.
sense of like in terms of selling a house, a good photographer like yourself will make it work regardless. Yeah, like it's not as crucial to go in there and well full blown like burn everything so there's nothing in the house so it looks
Yeah.
clean.
Jared's
You
done
want
some
people
bombs
to
for me.
walk in though and be able to
They
see
look good.
themselves. You want people to be able to walk in and see themselves living there. So sometimes
100%.
when you have the house overcrowded with your own things, people struggle to see their things within the property. Like I know some
100%.
like poor photographers have to get into the shower removing grotty shampoo bottles, disposable razors. Like
Yeah, the
it's pretty
bathrooms,
gross.
they're
Yeah.
usually the things I don't like.
Toilet
touching in there.
brushes.
Yeah, I guess
But-
I'm going to phrase this as an actual question because I haven't actually asked you a fucking question yet. Realistically, in terms of people and decluttering, all that kind of thing,
Yeah.
is there as long as I can't think of a right way to phrase this question. I know what I'm trying to get out,
How
but I
much
can't
should
get it out.
people declutter?
Yeah, what effort do you go to before the photographer comes? Is there a certain level as long as it's reasonable? If there's a bit of clutter and it looks a bit lived in, is
Yeah.
that a good thing?
So for me, it's just the basics, right? As long as surface level, it's pretty clean and I don't have to move like a 200 kilo cabinet, everything's pretty fine. Because at the end of the day, I'm going into, majority of the time places that people live in. So you don't really know what their circumstances are, if it's a quick sale, if it's how they're, all that stuff. So at the back of my mind, I always think I'll be going into a bit of mess and all that stuff. Just kind of like doing the basics, I guess.
Surfaces.
That's
Make sure
how
your cabinets are
I finally figured
clean.
out how to phrase that question. What's the advice you give to someone selling their house in terms of cleanliness and organization and tidying?
Yeah, it's like essentially what a deep clean is. Make sure all your physical touch points are clean. That's a very big thing. Your cabinets, dust, markings, all that sort of thing. If it comes to the decluttering thing, if things clash, so like a lot of the time if there's like a big lounge or like a big wooden cabinet that's going to obstruct the actual room, that's what I'd advise with. So look, a lot of the time I have to work around that, which is fine. If I'm walking into a house, my dream thing is everything is where it should be. I don't have to touch a single thing. But yeah, look,
that might be one in every 100.
Yeah, like I've gone into somewhere like the kitchen, for example, is probably not up to like a clean level that I would like. And it's then understanding how you can improve it, if that makes sense. When it comes to like photoshopping and all that stuff as well, there are rules
if you
around
put like a tea towel over the handle of the oven to hide the filthy oven, like
that sounds like that's coming from experience.
Putting the toaster underneath it. Oh, look, I'm pretty strict. I go in and like start moving stuff.
I get so anxious about it. I remember one not too long ago with you, and we moved, I want to say about 40 alcohol bottles out of the kitchen in a unit.
It was impressive. It was a lot.
It was a little bit uncomfortable. The guy was a bit.
It's really hard with tenants as well, though, because what furniture might do well in this unit, like in their last unit, then they've moved to this one. They've had to find a quick rental. It may just be so big for the space. Like they understand that, but they just have had to make do.
Yeah.
Well, tenants, it's harder, right? It's not their house. I don't give a shit.
That's even harder because you're already intruding on their living space, and it's
they already don't want you there.
They hate you.
Yeah, they make it pretty well known.
So they all hate. They hate you guys, and they hate Jarrad.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Like Jared's like the third person normally.
I try and make it as comfortable as possible, kind of thing. Like sometimes your conversations do not land at all, and it's like, oh, this is a bit awkward. You really don't want me here, and it's one of those things where, like, from the rental aspect, I'm there to do a job. I don't want to like piss you off any more than the situation could be.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you've got to do the job.
And especially when tenanted properties, it's always harder when you move stuff. Back to the decluttering thing. If it is a rental, I really make sure what I can and can't move, kind of thing. Because if you put them on edge a bit, kind of thing, moving certain prized possessions and all that, then
we want them on side.
Yeah.
Having them, not
it's tiptoeing the whole way to the end.
Yeah. Well, it goes from the photo shoot to open homes. Like it's a start to finish process.
At least you're in once for photos and then you're out. These guys are
there's been a couple shoots where I've actually thought that leaving, but
Sorry, back to Ben's question list. I kind of interrupted.
No, that was honestly, that was like really on point with my next question was what simple things can owners do to instantly improve how their property looks on camera?
Well,
We were
Okay.
pretty much,
You know what they say?
were nearly there.
Bang average minds think alike.
I like it. I do like it.
I feel like you've semi-answered it.
Yeah, well, my three things is first one's decluttering and cleaning kind of thing. Now, this is all, how do you say it? Depending on people's circumstances and all that stuff. But if you can declutter and clean, paint is a big one as well. Making sure your paints are very neutral is what I like. There's a lot of times where I'll go into houses and every room is a different color, which is
bright yellow in the kitchen, no good.
Yeah, well, it makes it very challenging to give a cohesive look sometimes. And then what was the third thing? Lights. Lights is a big one that I don't really see a lot of people talking about. It's a very simple way to actually upgrade the feeling of your home.
LEDs.
Yeah,
Huge.
Get rid of the halogens.
Yeah, very.
Is that the right word?
It is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I think lighting is a very, very important thing. It sets the actual feel for a home. It helps with color.
Yeah.
How cheap and expensive it is totally up to the actual person. But they're my three things. Very simple, but massive.
Cost-effective items as well. You're not saying do $100,000 kitchen. It's not that expensive to throw a few downlights.
I mean, if you got the money to.
Yeah, just do it right.
I'm joking, don't do that. Don't do that.
We're not moving. Next sort of subheading I had was trends in the property market. What trends are you seeing in real estate videography and photography at the moment?
Flashy is probably the biggest thing that I'm seeing on Instagram at the moment. Now, for certain markets, it works. If you're very much in Sydney and all that, it works. I've seen a couple down here trying to do it. For me, I feel a bit of disconnect and all that, but that's not my style, so I can't.
It feels very not home, more like development.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's basically like an advertisement billboard to, hey, look at me, I've got
of
the
the builder
spotlight.
or the developer. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like very timeless, cinematic, emotional work and all that. Look, trends, my thing with trends is I usually stay away from them. As quick as they come in, they go out just as quick. It really timestamps what you do. Once you do, say, from video, a very flashy edit, you can't do that again because it really diminishes the previous work you've done. So if you have a very consistent look, like how I like to pride my style guide on, then you can look at a property I've done 3 years ago and it would uphold today. So, yeah.
Over the different socials, what do you think sort of performs the best content-wise?
Ooh. Instagram, obviously Reels, specifically portrait format.
Yes.
Is that my preference? No, I very much like my landscape videos. I feel like it encompasses a bit more of a movie feeling. But yeah, look, Reels are really good. If that's mic to phone content or property Reels or showing all that stuff, Instagram loves it. If you do a lot of collaboration work, it will push it out a lot more. Facebook, I find, is photos. A lot of people share on Facebook if that goes into buyers groups or
depends on your target denomination. If your target market is over 55, Facebook's where it's at.
Exactly right, and that's where it comes to it. And then the lower age groups, TikTok.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
TikTok is super unhinged. Like if you do very premium content on TikTok, unless your algorithm knows you want it, it ain't going to push it to you. It's very
raw.
Yeah, it's very raw kind of thing. And that TikTok content,
They literally want you sitting in your room in your PJs, telling your deepest, darkest
Doom
secrets,
scrolling.
and that's about it.
yeah,
What do you do on TikTok?
That was
not where I was going with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I talk get ready with me.
Yeah. All right, Mads. Whatever floats your boat.
Book bangs and get ready with me.
get Tony to plug that sign up there.
We don't judge. Whatever floats your
Ben's
boat.
for you page.
Oh wow, terrible. Yeah, my For You page is unhinged. But anyway,
I get
for
your
another
reels.
video.
I've seen your For You page. No, I get most of his reels. I know what he's doing.
Yeah, not good.
Brain rot.
Yeah, a bit of brain rot.
Let's wish it was just brain rot.
Oh, terrible. How important do you feel videography is in the sales process?
It's pretty big, but I also think it can be a detriment. So yeah, and I'm going to give a strategic answer on this one. So Sorry, I'm going to give a strategic
No.
answer on this one.
Oh, you're
So
worried about the mic.
If the house, I'm getting the thumbs up over here.
You listen to mine and Dom's advice more than we used
Yeah.
to do. This is brilliant. We have you on more often.
Well, I'm usually behind the camera, so I'm trying to think of how I
conscious.
can make it good. But I'd say if the house is deserving of a video, it works so well.
Yeah.
It elevates it to a new level of clientele. It elevates it to a new premium feel. But at the same time, if the house isn't suited for a video, it can kind of make it stagnant, if that makes sense.
Sometimes it's too much.
Exactly right. There are some homes where photography is just what you need for it, kind of thing. I've done some, properties over the years where, look, there's a video. Should a video be on it? I personally would have recommended against it, kind of thing. But then, my job has to come into it and basically kind of script the video and edit the video to the point where it does elevate it.
Yeah.
So, yes and no.
Makes it even harder
Actually,
as well, if you already think it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
a vendor a few weeks ago say to me, Madison, I think that there's actually too many photos on my listing online. I think that we need to take a few down to get people into the property. And I was thinking, oh my God, usually I have vendors that are just like more, 20, 30. And I'm like, she was like, no, because, we want people to leave them like curious.
Yeah,
They want to
questioning.
know more.
Yeah, they want to know more. So I was like, okay. So
It's a
we
bit
just
of a fine line, isn't it?
yeah,
is,
we stripped them right back.
Yeah.
And this was after we had ended up having 2 shoots there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then she ended up just being like, yeah, let's just put 5 on there. Like usually we work off like 10 to 12 at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like, 5's fine. I'm like, okay.
It
You do you, boo.
It also very depends on like how you want to sell
Yeah.
the property as well. There's a lot of time where the less photo is a good thing for a mysterious look, or if it's a development potential or something like that. A lot of photos can be really good too if it's a massive house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you're doing a 3-bedroom house, 20, 30 photos.
Too much. They
cut it
don't
back
even
to
need to
10 or
come. They've
12.
seen it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
You do a 3-minute video for a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, yeah,
Holy
brilliant.
God, that's asking a lot right there. That's
We should give you a challenge. See
Oh.
if you can do it. Trying to reach the word count in an essay. Like, how long can you get the
so
video?
we'll show the bedroom 3 times in 3 different light formats.
Oh.
I was going to ask you about drone shots then as well, but I've potentially the same answer.
Drone shots, look, very much the same answer. I'd say
Oh,
Depends how close you are to the freeway or the railway line.
You
Yeah.
caught me off guard.
are you
No, I was saying to Christian that he caught me off guard. Sorry.
Oh.
Yes.
I was saying context. Drone shot, same as the other stuff. It's context.
Yes.
context.
Sometimes great, sometimes not so good.
Exactly
Yes.
right.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And it all depends on the area. Like
Yeah.
if you're near the beach, yes. If you're near a lot of infrastructure, maybe.
If you got
kind of thing.
hazos next street over, maybe don't do a drone flyover.
Maybe.
Very
yeah.
strategic
You
as to
get
what
shot
drone
down.
shots we put in.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things where when I'm up in the sky, that's what I'm thinking of as well, kind of thing. As much as people are buying into the house, they're buying into the location.
Bit of sellability with it. And
Yeah, lifestyle, neighbors.
Yep.
If a lot of time when you're up in the sky, you get to see into neighboring properties, and if there's a lot of stuff that cars or
Puppy farms.
a lot of the stuff that probably wouldn't be on camera.
That was a
Yeah.
random one.
Yeah,
my
you see some
days.
things up there where it's like, okay, maybe this drone shot's probably not
gonna be
ideal for
good.
the listing.
Oh, we can see a meth lab. Yeah, no, scrap the drone shot.
Yeah, but I feel like you do get that from the ground images, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
You can usually
Again,
tell
it's too much. Sometimes it's just too much.
yeah. And if you
Sometimes
do
you
see
can
it, just
tell
go
if a
higher
house
up in
has
the
a
sky,
meth
so it's smaller.
There's always a way.
There is a limit to how high you go, though.
Bit more lighthearted now.
Yeah.
What's one of the craziest things you've ever experienced at a shoot?
Shit.
If it don't want to put you.
No. There's
Is it a meth
two.
lab?
There was one. No, there's one where one of them was really weird. So I was around the area and I was like taking photos of the main bedroom kind of thing, and I'm pretty sure it was like a divorce situation kind of thing. So
Always fun.
the wife was there and the agent was there too, but I was taking photos of the master bedroom, and when I entered the property, like she kind of said something like a joking manner, like a bit flirty in that way. And I was like, it's a bit fucking weird. I was like, whatever. Like, this is meant to be really professional. Anyway, I was taking photos of the main bedroom, and the agent was there too. And as a joke, she was basically like, "Oh, like the photographer should get in the photo, so all the what can I say on this? Like,
Anything.
Whatever you want.
Whatever go anything
all right,
goes here,
cool.
man.
All right, let's go with it." So she was basically
I love
like,
that he had to
"Oh, the
check."
photographer should get in the photo and all that stuff for the main bedroom, so all the milfs with money can come down from Sydney, and there's a sex slave in the bedroom." And I was like, "What the actual fuck is that?" Now,
So she basically said you're a good looking sex slave.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah.
That's a
and
compliment.
look, it's a compliment, weird compliment. Probably don't want that compliment again, kind of thing, especially when I'm working, if that makes sense. So
Where do you even go from there?
I just did an awkward laugh.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Trying to take photos right
thumbs
now.
up,
thinking of
yeah,
this.
and I just left.
God,
I
now I
like,
sound the creep saying
Get
from
me out
behind the
of it.
camera
it
to
was,
in front
yeah,
of
like
Was that
mad.
early on in it, and you had to keep
It
shooting
was,
after that?
yeah, it was the second photo I did. I did the facade and then straight up because I work like in order kind of thing. And I was like, what the actual hell? And I looked at the agent and I was like, what the?
Get me out of
Yeah, like,
here.
what the hell was that?
When
The
you finish with the
second one,
photos, leave the camera
Was
out.
he a
yeah.
young, handsome man?
handsome, probably late 30s, I'd
Okay.
say, kind of thing. I don't know why
Okay.
she was
Maybe not
focused on
sex
me.
slave
Just like,
material.
yeah, get someone else in there, kind
Yeah.
of thing. But
It's
the other
so
one is we've had the
random.
police called on us at a shoot and all
Oh.
that. Yeah, so the neighbors were. It was during lockdown
Yeah.
in 2021 down in Kiama.
So it wasn't because you were a sex slave.
Nah, nah, nah. Hell
Just
no.
had to clarify.
That comes later.
That light
Okay.
is giving off some different mood. No.
Yeah, we like mood lighting.
Red light. No, but yeah, it was lockdown 2021 and had branding and all that stuff on. And look, understandably, during that time, people weren't allowed to travel in and out and all that stuff. But I'm walking around the house with branding,
Well,
massive
that
camera.
Kiama is one of those places, though. It's
Yeah, it was-
very older demographic.
Yeah, and it was a
like that.
cul-de-sac street. It was overlooking the water. Like no one would go down there unless you lived there. So I was getting cotton mouth. Anyway, yeah, I'm walking around with a camera, and very obviously I'm filming the property. Get a knock on the door, open it, and there's two police officers, and I'm like, "Hello," and they're like, "You the owner of the house?" I'm like, "No, like clearly not. I'm filming the property." And yeah, they've said that people have called in because they've seen me walking around the property. And they were concerned that someone was breaking in and
yeah.
all that stuff. So from my point of view, it's kind of like it's unlucky. It's a bit, we'd have to, pass your details on.
I
and
think
all
they're
that
just
stuff.
at war with the neighbours. They just wanted an excuse to
Yeah,
piss the
cool,
neighbours
yeah.
off.
Sounds like all
Yeah.
Beryl on the strata
like a
committee.
bitch,
with-
please.
Yeah, kind of like looking out
Yeah.
the window too
Mm.
much. But yeah,
How
other than
how
that,
can
like
I
it's
ruin their
been
day?
pretty good. I'd say it's just those two stand out for bad reasons. And I don't ever want to experience that again.
Oh,
Especially
I
the
love
first
sex
one.
slave
That was going to
stories.
lead into my next
So,
one.
like-
if there's any funny ones, but if they were more serious,
No,
I guess.
I had a dog
They were
hump my
pretty, they were
leg.
pretty funny.
Yeah, like I knew
Madison's
that.
had some good encounters with dogs.
Yeah.
I was attacked by a dog,
Oh, really?
a Great Dane at a property.
Oh,
What's that?
sorry, that was the electric vacuum.
Oh,
She's
the
talking.
RoboVac
She
is
wants to
entered.
join in.
Robovac,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
it.
Little
Yeah,
Roomba's coming out.
I'm concerned
Working
if the
on the floor.
RoboVac got woken up at the talk of humping dogs. I don't know.
I know.
It's just like
Or
I'm
attack
ready.
dogs.
I don't know what you've taught your RoboVac, but anyway.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, that's why
I really
mine wasn't
don't.
with a Great Dane. Mine was with like a little Shih Tzu kind of thing. So it was just
that's
like,
cute.
uh,
The Great Dane's bigger than her.
It was bigger than me, took me to the ground.
good thing
Yeah,
it
I
didn't.
had to go get tetanus shots, antibiotics. Yeah. Sorry, RoboVac.
RoboVac again?
It's doing the national
What is this
anthem.
Why is it so loud?
I apologize.
How
Yeah.
bougie is that thing?
What
Yeah.
a crazy RoboVac.
Well, it does a good clean, so really, I can't complain.
Can kind of do
Yeah.
what it wants. Yeah,
Let it go.
yeah. Had a dog hump. Not good.
so
Hey,
Jared's been humped by dogs. Madison's been attacked by dogs.
I would have taken a hump.
I just like dogs, so
I
I'm
love
gonna-
I do
dogs
too.
too.
I just don't want them on my leg.
Actually, a property I'm selling at the moment has a massive rotty next door, and it's a guard dog. It's scary. Every time I go, I looked out the window today just to suss it out. It was beaming at me from the
Oh,
side. I was like, nah.
hate those ones. Sorry.
I don't know what she was trying to say.
The RoboVac, everything's going on.
RoboVac.
Yeah.
Little
We're only
Oscars.
trying to shoot a podcast. Anyway, what's one of the most impressive shoots you've ever done, or one that you've been most proud of?
Ooh. So there's two that stand out for me. One was at my previous workplace, being able to shoot Volkanovski's property.
Oh,
that
sick. Yeah.
was
That's it.
amazing kind
That's
of thing.
pretty
Just to meet someone with that caliber and get to know them on a bit more of a personal
And have the trust to
level.
do the job of like,
Exactly.
their biggest asset.
Huge.
assuming.
Like absolutely huge. And then to, see my work contribute to the sale and assist the agent in selling the property and all that stuff. Like that was just amazing. I've done
Is he as cool of a bloke as people say?
dude, he's sick. But he's so normal. Like if you had no idea about UFC and all that stuff, he's just an Aussie
My
dude
sister
from
actually
the Illawarra.
delivered all of his children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's like
So look, you both of you are assisting in.
it's crazy. It's crazy. He probably has no idea who I am now.
I don't know if we're comparing delivering his children to taking photos of his house.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know how to comment on it. I was like,
let that one
Say,
slide.
I wasn't trying to one up you. All I was trying to say was, she was saying that he's just such a cool bloke.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just to add in, like
Every
he's
day.
just such a chill
Like,
dude.
if you
My
didn't
sister
know,
delivered his
like how
baby.
you say it, someone that nice should not be able to fight that hard.
Yeah.
It just makes zero
He's
sense.
an animal.
But getting called up to do like big properties in Cronulla,
Yeah.
Bowral, like I've had to sign a couple like disclosure agreements where like NDAs essentially where you can't actually post photos or talk about them and all that for like higher end clients. So that's pretty nice to having that trust.
Does they have an
essentially.
expiration?
I can't say. I actually haven't looked. I just signed it. I was a bit
You're like
intimidated at the
shaking,
time.
signing
Yeah.
it.
You're
I
gonna
was
sign
like,
it.
well, like one of the clients, they just name dropped big celebrities like they were having dinner parties with them, and I was like, what in the hell? Like, it's different world out there. This job like
Next level
really-
money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. But
It'd be nice. Be a 1%er.
God, it would be.
Leading into the future of the industry,
Yeah.
where do you sort of think marketing going in the next 5 years?
That is a great question. 5 years is a big ask. I'd even look at 1 year. Just with how
Hit us for
quick
12 months.
well, just with how quick trends are coming and going and all that stuff, I feel like in the next year, there is going to be so much new content, it's going to be overwhelming. So within the next 5 years, it's really probably going to go to basics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, it's like in any industry. You look at the car industry, all this new technology feature comes into things and it gets overbearing to the point where the client base just wants the basics kind of thing. So, yeah,
Where do you see AI coming into play with it?
already has come into it big time. From my
Remove this empty whiskey bottle from the kitchen counter.
yeah, well, that's the thing in Photoshop. It's played a massive part in it, and like part
Does
of
it diminish your role in that equation, though, in terms of, I guess, before AI, people relied on experts like you to.
yeah, I'd say it's probably allowed more people to get into the industry to do the basics, but that'll only take you so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pride myself on my photoshopping skills and all that stuff. AI Photoshop, it has helped in efficiency. It doesn't do what a good Photoshopper can do, if that makes sense. It really puts in people without hands or different fences
I've
and all
got
that stuff.
two
So
air cons currently in a photo online. If you can go and find it in one of my properties,
it's
just
like-
go have a look.
it's
They're stacked on top of each
Or at least it's
like
going to be cool in
if you
summer.
if you look, you can notice who has used
Yeah.
AI
Yeah.
to do their stuff. In terms of like photos and all that stuff, at the end of the day, the camera needs to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
unless robots, come into it and all that stuff, I'm not too concerned on it.
I've noticed get a few ads or via email and stuff with like the AI. They turn the photos into like a video.
Yes.
They're shocking.
I'm not big on it.
They
No.
are absolutely
It's like,
terrible.
again, going too far. It's going to just go back to basics.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just like, here's a photo of the living room, and then, yes, we can edit it that the blinds will move, and then
Yeah.
we'll move into the space. But
no,
it's
the
just
furniture goes
weird.
out and then it
Yeah,
comes back in.
yeah.
It's like,
so weird.
why?
Yeah, like with development potentials and all that stuff. I've seen a couple where the home rises from the ground and all that
Not
stuff.
my cup
But
of tea.
from a film like point of view, I'm seeing all the imperfections with it, and that
I
puts
think
me
it's
off it.
also going to get some agents unstuck with like misleading advertising. Like
100%.
you have this beautiful, massive 3-story home pop up out of the ground that's, black, got this, got that. I reckon some people are going to get done. They're going to put something into council
Yeah.
similar to that and be like, oh, they said I can't have a window here, window there, have black, have timber here, a roller gate on the front. I just think it opens a can of worms for yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For
It's a
more
fantastic,
issues.
Fantastic point. Because when
Yeah.
it comes to photoshopping, I'm very limited on legalities of
Yeah.
what I can Photoshop.
Yeah.
So
Like you can
Um,
make grass greener, but you can't add
exactly.
grass when grass isn't there.
no.
You can-
So
yeah.
it's well, actually, with grass I can
Okay.
if there is dirt.
Okay, but
only
not
thing.
concrete into grass or something
Absolutely
like that.
not. No. So if there's like a structural thing, I can't touch that unless
Yeah.
there's like an actual certificate
Yeah.
that it's going to be fixed.
We had an owner
pre-sale.
ask if we could remove the telegraph pole from the front of their house.
Nah. That's
and I was
there to
like,
stay.
no.
Yeah, but
But
that's
it's happened
also
before.
but that also comes into the photo side of it, where I need to be strategic with how I actually take my photos.
Yeah.
So it's a whole
I would
process.
almost rather it be there though in my photos because I don't want people rocking up there and being like, oh well, like you've already gotten past that barrier. People know that it's there and they're gonna turn up.
Anyway.
Yeah.
If I can make a telegraph pole look aesthetic,
Yeah.
my job's done.
Yeah.
Just some fairy lights wrapped around it, or just
It's Christmas.
yeah, it's
all day.
Christmas.
Did you guys have any questions for? I've got a couple of quick fire ones. So I thought I'd
Quick fire then.
All
Oh,
right,
okay,
quick
right.
fire.
Fire them quickly. Let's
Let me
do it.
get my stature ready.
Your favorite suburb to shoot in?
North Wollongong
Oh,
Day
Yeah.
shoots or twilight shoots?
day.
Photos or video?
Oh Jesus!
Too
You're
slow.
asking the photographer.
Too slow. Quicker.
Video.
Quicker.
Video.
Video.
Yeah.
Drone or ground camera?
Ground.
Most underrated room in a house?
Living room.
Biggest pet peeve during shoots?
Mess.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Andy's.
oh,
Thurrool.
that's not
Quick
big.
fire. We've got to give the restaurant
or-
cocktail questions
Oh,
more
okay,
time. They're not
so-
big.
Sorry,
They're two of our.
We do that with all
we
our
love
guests.
to ask our guests, or we always ask them two questions in
Yeah.
particular. What's their favorite restaurant?
We
Christian
like
was
to
saying
plug-
it's not quick
That
fire.
one's
He
not
likes
quick
to
fire.
sit.
That one we like to simmer on a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andy's.
So Andy's, where's
Why
Andy's?
in
I've never
God,
heard
in
of Andy's.
Thurrool. Yeah. So it's near.
Yeah.
It's on the north side of Thurrool.
Where Jose Jones used to be. Do you know Jose?
Yeah.
I
Jose
don't know
Jones?
anything in Thurrool.
Oh, okay.
Christian doesn't go that far for holidays.
No, I don't go. I don't go that
Should do a
far
live
north.
podcast from Andy's.
I'm a little log boy
we-
from
we
Fig
keep
Tree, man. I
talking
don't
about
go
all
past
these
very
We'll have to
restaurants.
take you.
Mm.
We'll have to
Yeah.
take you.
Man,
Yeah,
it
I haven't
is
been.
We've had Debutante been mentioned a few times, and
nice.
both Madison and I love
That's
it.
our
And we
fave.
took Dom and Christian. Well, we all went, but
Mm.
I'd
then
never
we were
been
jokingly
prior.
saying we'll record there once. But
Mhm.
Andy's would be a good shout
Mate,
too.
it's unreal.
I actually saw Volko at Debutante on my birthday last year.
You know what?
Yeah,
Volko's
we were
been
both in
featured
the
on the
private.
series.
he's come
Yeah,
up
we
a
We
can
were
couple
both
of
in
get
the
times now.
private dining room.
If we
next to each
ever get
other.
Volker on, we'll bring you on. as
Could
well.
you
The
actually have
worst
Volko
part
on the
was there was a
podcast?
glass wall in between, and our whole family was sitting there like this the whole time. And my husband's Macedonian, so massive fanboy of Volko, and we're sitting there the whole time, dead silent, just staring into their private dining room. And he came and said hello and took photos. It was actually so nice.
I can just imagine Nick to. Oh my god, that's Volko.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you remember like 7 or 8 years ago, we were walking out of the races?
Oh, don't I put him in a
absolutely
headlock?
tanked. She put him
Yeah,
in a
Maddie
headlock.
put Volko in
We
a
went to
headlock.
get a
Oh,
I was
photo
drunk and
at
put
Kemmel
Volko into a
Grange,
headlock.
Bullshit.
and we're like, yeah, let's everyone get in a photo. And then she decides to get behind him and put him in a headlock for the photo.
That is a
We'll
death
have to get the
sentence.
photo up.
To a
I'll get the
UFC.
Yeah,
You can tell how drunk I am.
we were pretty slosh, so it was pretty funny. But
That's ballsy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know, it's really
as well as the
sad.
restaurant, one of the other questions we always ask
Yeah.
our guests is your favorite cocktail or go-to drink.
Capri Oscar.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is.
I love those.
So I didn't know what it was
different
2 years
answers.
ago either. So my partner's family. Oh, that's how I got introduced to the Capri Oscar. I had no idea what it was. First sip, insane. So it's like, oh God, what is it? I think it's a Brazilian style cocktail. Correct me if I am wrong. But there's lime in it, sugar syrup, soda water. I think it's Bacardi.
Yep.
I think
okay.
it's one of the alcohols that like really f's you up, kind of thing. But it's a very summer, subtle sweet, if that makes sense.
Everything,
So,
everything you've mentioned, I drink on its own.
dude, it's so good. Like
There's not much
Love
Ben
that.
White drink.
Have
just
you-
for the
have you had
record.
one?
soda water. But
Yeah.
hold on, wait. Even soda water on its own.
bit of soda water. Yeah, I'd have a bit of soda water.
You like
Mm.
whiskey and soda water like a highball?
Yeah,
Oh.
highball's nice.
That's
Yeah,
their
the
drink.
whiskey
They
high.
drink
A Capri
highballs.
Oscar in
Wow.
summer though, it's a summer drink. Like
Established
it's,
taste
I'll have
buds.
to give it a go.
I'd have to give it a
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start asking guests what
And
their
then we
cocktail
have
is,
it.
and then we have it.
Oh, that'd be cool. We got the
Mm.
bar
I'll come
now.
back
There's a
for
bar
it.
here,
We'll
too.
cook
That
that.
is.
Yeah.
I'll come
film
back.
me.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
for
It's
that.
your stepdad's
I
bar.
know. I've let us down there. I apologize.
I've actually got a question
Oh,
as well.
Okay.
I got one quick fire
Oh,
one.
Okay, okay.
Because
Uno reverse.
yeah, 100%. Because being in like property and all that stuff, it's actually two questions, but I'm going to put it into one. In the Illawarra, what suburb would you live in? And then outside of the Illawarra, like anywhere in the world, where would you live if you could?
Oh,
That's-
We've never
that
had
is
a
good
guest come
one.
on and flip
That
the
is
Uno
good.
reverse on us.
Well, I'm usually behind the
What do
camera,
we
so I
do?
usually have to think about this stuff.
Yeah.
I know. We're not used to having to answer questions on this. This is cool.
I'm North Wollongong.
Nice.
I want to say like Winona East. I can't
Of
afford
course.
it.
Very
but,
nice.
Like just walking along the beach there, cafes.
I think it's the only suburb I haven't lived on is North Wollongong. So like I need to take a turn there.
Yeah.
For me, in Wollongong, I'd love to live in Taraji.
Hell yeah.
I've got a
For, like,
property for
nice
sale
house
for
near the
you.
beach.
All ticks. Love it.
I didn't say I could afford it yet.
Yeah,
Give me
love
some
it.
time. I'll get there, I promise, but give me some time.
Okay.
Outside of Wollongong, though, I've always said I'd love to live in Croatia. Like do a stint over there.
Yeah,
I
nice.
actually love it.
Hell yeah. More of
Alright.
a summer aspect.
No, well, I did a semester of uni in the capital in Zagreb, which is not coastal, so it doesn't fit the traditional stereotype of Croatia on the
Yeah.
coast. But I loved it,
Hell yeah.
so I'd love to live there one day. But
I'll rate that.
I'll say London.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, I love
okay.
the UK.
that's different from that's different from every Australian ever.
I know. Typical.
I think that I could live anywhere in the world. Like there's so many places. So I'm just going to keep it like Australia specific.
Yeah.
I would either love to live on Hastings Street in Noosa or my other one would be like Double Bay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Double Bay,
Very nice.
Redleaf, like anywhere along that strip there. Take me.
You keep
Nice.
selling.
Take
You
me.
keep selling. You get
Take
there.
me. Take me.
Good luck getting a masso in the double bag.
No, he'd go tomorrow. He wants the rocks. He will go anywhere.
No, it's not
along
about convincing him. They'll check his passport on the way in.
there. Oh, true.
Macedonian.
Well, I
denied.
can get him a Greek card if he's with me, surely.
He doesn't fit the stereotype of Double Bay, Madison.
That is terrible. We have pumped
Yeah, we're
this
pretty
one. This
bad.
is like 40, 50 minutes, isn't it?
I think it's
we
nearly an
just
hour.
hit 50.
Wow.
We just hit
All
50,
right.
but that's okay.
I tend
Well,
to chat. Sorry.
No, we've always said we generally aim for the half-hour mark. But if an episode's good and it's flowing and we're all chatting and it's good, then who cares? Go as
Yeah.
long as it wants. As long as it's engaging.
No.
As long as you're not boring, Jarrad.
I mean, I hope I haven't been boring.
No, you-
I mean, I just had a testy pop then, so that was a bit. That was a bit.
That one's going in a reel.
It's just be prepared to see a lot of reels.
I'll be looking for my face
We'll
online.
definitely be tagging you, collabing with you,
Hell yeah.
and if anyone's following and wants to see some good photography, even if you're not selling a property, if you are, contact me or Madison first. But even if you aren't,
It's me or
follow
me.
Jarrad's
You can choose which one of them you want to contact first. We haven't go that far.
me. But you'll get to see some awesome property photos and marketing stuff all
Yeah.
around. Like the stuff you put up yesterday.
I think that was at the soak house, the
Yeah.
well-being.
Yeah.
Looked
That
hectic.
looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool center down there.
Yeah.
So.
And if you've ever got a wedding, actually, you did a wedding recently as well.
Yeah, yeah.
enjoy
Well,
doing
I was yeah, there's a lot of money in that. I was a guest at the wedding.
And you took better photos than the photographer.
Yeah, well, I don't dive into that, but yes.
What a good flex that is to have.
Yeah.
I'll say it for him.
Yeah.
I think your work speaks for itself.
Thank
so-
you
very much.
You've been a
Yes.
wonderful guest. You've been
Amazing.
very
Thank you very much.
engaging, and you surprised all of us by Uno reversing us with
Yeah, it
questions.
was
Hell
awesome.
yeah. I thought of that before I came in. I was like, I need to get that out.
After I met you the other day, and I was like to the boys, guys, Jared's such a good personality. We've got to get him on. Felt like Ben message him because Ben's our
Recruiter.
Ben's our
Hell
guy
yeah.
guy.
I'm not very good at it.
He's
You're a
supposed
scouter.
he's supposed to be our guy. Yeah.
I'm not very good at it. I get left on red a lot. And that's why I always put in there, I won't be offended if you say no, but I will die.
Just please reply.
Guys, I don't have a guest
Yeah.
this week.
At least you replied. Like, I think I've got like 20 unread messages out there from.
Hell yeah. Mate, straight away. That's a great opportunity for it. I loved it.
No,
I
we appreciate you coming
Thank
on.
you
man. It's
very
been
much.
awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On that note, ciao. What
Ciao.
were we doing?
We started doing
Yeah.
What did we start doing? Did I do konnichiwa?
You did arigato. No, you
Oh, you
Arigato. No, wait. Wait,
Thank
can
Yeah,
we
let's finish on that. All right. Thanks for listening.
Thank guys. Ciao.
Everything presented in this podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only, and all advice is to be considered general in nature. It does not take into account your personal circumstances and financial objectives. Please consider if this advice is right for you and look to consult a financial professional.